Hi guys, welcome back to English study. Today's topic is the Old English manuscripts and the poems preserved in the manuscripts and the dialects of the period. But before coming to the topic, let me tell you something that you all know this channel covers UGC NET, English Old Syllabus, West Bengal School Service Commission, English Old Syllabus, and also the General English. Okay, the main objective of this channel is to help you to understand English literature and language in a friendly way. As we face a lot of difficulties, I also faced, and that's why I thought it to make this type of videos. Okay, so if you love literature and want to make your concept clear, please follow my channel. So let's start today's discussion. And one more thing, please never forget to subscribe my channel to get most fruitful videos, you can tell it. Okay, if you watch my previous videos, you can understand it. Okay, this video is the second part of the Old English period. So if you didn't watch them, please watch the videos and then come to this topic, because I have already discussed Beowulf, the Old English timeline, the Old English characteristics, Middle English characteristics, and many more things in those videos. Okay, and everything has been arranged chronologically, and that's why you have to watch all the videos one by one. Okay, and now let's start today's topic. What is today's topic? The Old English manuscripts and the poems of the Old English period that preserved in those manuscripts, and the dialects also. We all know that there were three manuscripts: the Beowulf manuscript, the Junius manuscript, the Vulture book, and the Exeter book. Okay, and now come in detail. The Beowulf manuscript actually preserved in Cotton Vitellius AXB in the British Museum. Only remember these things what I am telling. And this manuscript contains poems like Beowulf and Judith. Okay, and if you want to know about the timeline, this is circa 1000 AD. Okay, and next come to the Junius manuscript, and it is preserved in MS Junius 11 in the Bodleian Library, Oxford. It is called the Junius manuscript because it belonged to Junius, who was a librarian to Lord Arundel, and was first printed by him in 1655. And this manuscript contains all the Ceadmonian poems. Can you tell me which were the Ceadmonian poems? So remember, the Genesis, Exodus, Daniel, and three shorter poems after considered as one under the title Christ and Satan. Okay, so never forget these things. Always try to note down what I am telling, and then it will be very useful. And next come to the Vulture book, and later I will discuss the most important poems in detail also. In detail means what you need, what we need. It's a vast syllabus, so if we want to cover in a very detail, means minutely details, then we cannot complete the syllabus. So what is needed? We should know. So then the Vulture book, that is preserved in the Cathedral Library at Vulture near Milan. Okay, and it contains the poems of Cynefulf. Okay, and namely they are Ellen, Andreas, The Dream of the Root. Okay, The Dream of the Root and The Fates of the Apostles. Okay, these are the poems preserved in the Vulture book. Please note down. And now comes to the Exeter book. Exeter book actually preserved in the chapter library of Exeter Cathedral. It is the 10th century anthology of Anglo-Saxon poetry, you can tell it. And UNESCO said that it is world's principal cultural artifact. Okay, and the poems that preserved in this manuscript are the Elegies, the Wanderer, the Seafarer, the Wife's Lament, the Husband's Message, Door, and the Ruin, and also Juliana, and Christ. Always remember these. Okay, and now come in detail. Now first, I have already discussed about Beowulf in my previous video, so if you didn't watch, please go to that video and watch it and come to this video. Okay, and now come to the Junius manuscript. So I have already discussed that this manuscript contains all the Ceadmonian poems. Okay, the Genesis, Exodus, Daniel, and Christ and Satan. So you have to remember these names only. Okay, and now come to the Junius manuscript. The Vulture book. And here we have to know something about the Dream of the Root. What I told? The Dream of the Root. Okay, the poet is supposed Cynefulf. You have to note down one by one. And it is preserved in Vulture book. Okay, Anglo-Saxon religious poetry, vivid, complex, bold, and brilliant. Okay, it is said by Pat Rogers. The event of crucifixion, both symbolically represented and narrated by a participant. Okay, this is the subject matter. And the root means Christ's cross. The cross appears in a dream. Then the cross begins to address the dreamer. So these were the most important facts of the Dream of the Root. Okay, now come to the Exeter book, and this is the most important books where a lot of poems there, and we have to know few facts from these poems. Now firstly, Dear. This is a poem of 42 lines. How many lines? 42 lines. And this is the subject matter of this poem is actually the complaints of a minstrel who, after years of service to his lord, has been supplanted by a rival. This is the subject matter. Okay. And this is the combination of the theme with a personal elegiac theme. Not so common in Anglo-Saxon poetry. This is not very common. It is actually the combination of the theme with a personal elegiac theme. Okay. And now come to the next poem that also preserved in the Exeter book. This is the Wanderer, the Seafarer, and then I will come to the manuscript. Then come to the dialects. So let's discuss. The Wanderer is actually the lament of a solitary man. Once was a happy man, and after the Lord's death, passing away of the earlier time of happiness and friendship. This is the subject matter. So what is the subject matter? The lament of a solitary man who was a happy man, but after the Lord's death, everything gone away. Okay, so the tone is very sad. And next, the Seafarer. This is a monologue of an old sailor. Okay, and the main theme is loneliness and hardships of a life at sea. Okay, and he is aware of its fascination. Okay, this is the subject matter. And now come to the dialects. So there were 4 main dialects in the Old English period, and they are namely Northumbrian, Mercian, Kentish, and West Saxons. And the Northumbrian dialect was the first to produce literature. Firstly, the Northumbrian dialects were used, and next the Mercian, and this is the language of Midlands. And the most important dialects are Kentish and West Saxons, and these dialects were actually the language of Alfred. Okay, I think everyone has understood the topic very clearly. Okay, if you have any problem, please pause and listen. Taking time. Okay, and in the next video, we will discuss about the Anglo-Saxon prose. But now, let's discuss some name of other poems of this period. That is the Vulture, Whitseat, and the Fight of Finnsburg, the Battle of Brunansburg, and the Battle of Maldon, and him. So, Whitseat, you have to remember the facts that Whitseat means the far traveler, usually considered to be the oldest poem in the language, and it has 150 lines. Okay, this is enough for this poem. And next, Vulture. It consists of 2 fragments. Okay, and it has 63 lines. It is actually a narrative piece, and it is telling of some of the exploits of Vulture of Aquitaine. Okay, and next the Fight of Finspur. It has 48 lines, and it is about the Finn episode in Beowulf. And next the Battle of Brunanburh, that is written in 937 BC. And next the Battle of Maldon in 993 BC, and then hymn. And the hymns were composed by Ceadmon. So this is for today, and next day I will discuss about the Old English period, and then the Old English period will be finished. Okay, so please watch all the videos one by one in a chronological order. So never forget to subscribe my channel, and please share with your friends and join the Telegram to get free notes and videos. Thank you very much.